Lakers begin the game with the basketball. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
And he connects at the line. Nets have the basketball. To Hollis Jefferson. Over to the right side. He was hacked. They let it go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Now down 6. To Hollis Jefferson. And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
And he scores on the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Hey, clear out. I got
Wide open look, won't go.
He missed that shot on his own. The defense didn't do anything on that play to make him miss.
James knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. For 3, and knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Down to 5 on the 24. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Caldwell Pope.
right here.
The pass set it all up.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And this kid has a chance to be a Laker great. Went from averaging 9 points his rookie year to 16 in his sophomore campaign. Brandon Ingram is a name that you need to recognize.
Count the bucket for 2.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Russell with it up top. Down a bundle to Hollis Jefferson. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Russell. Shot from the lane, won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Nets have it. Russell to Ken Bazemore. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Fires the three. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Napier with the basketball. His guys down big. Ed Davis to Hollis Jefferson. Here comes the screen. From long range, those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Napier with the basketball. 14-point deficit. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by Brandon Ingram. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball. Ed Davis. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Knocked loose. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Across the timeline comes James. The lead is 15. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Has a look. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
And he buries it.
When one player goes down, or maybe in this case two, it gives a player an opportunity to really rise to the occasion. Well, that happened last year with Spencer Dinwiddie. When Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell both went down to injury, this kid went from a D-League player to a starter in the NBA, and one of the most clutch players we had for the Brooklyn Nets this past year.
Call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Caldwell Pope. Deep right corner. Ball. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot. He hits.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Lets it fly from long range. Spencer Dinwiddie. No problem. Contested. Hits the three.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Knocked loose. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Spencer Dinwiddie, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live
Easy
studio.
for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Down to Chandler. It's blocked by Allen.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Kent Bazemore at the line for 2 shots. 71% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one. Oh, he missed them both. To Caldwell-Pope. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Knocked loose. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Hollis Jefferson. It's blocked by Chandler.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Fires the 3. Man, that was a tough shot.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Spencer Dinwiddie has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. For 3. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. He'll run the offense. For 3, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Rebound taken by Hollis Jefferson. To Dinwiddie. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tyson Chandler, knockout blow, slams it down.
The veteran, he's made a living by doing this for years.
To Hollis Jefferson. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Couldn't keep it in. Off Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Russell to Dinwiddie. It's a turnover as they head the other way. He gets it.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Rejected by McGee.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. It's good, and one.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James trying to cash in on a three-point play for his
The
career.
scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Fires the three, knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Ball. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big. Oh, straight down the middle for two.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
Shot from the lane won't go. To James. Trying to cash in. Rebounded by Russell. Short jumper misses. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Misses the first. Missed the second as well. From long range. Can't connect. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Deep three at the buzzer. The quarter comes to an end. Ed Davis to Russell. Short jumper stays out. Caldwell Pope to James. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Hey, good shot.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Defense is unacceptable.
Nets have the basketball. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Russell to Davis. Referees called it. That was intentional.
They're probably going to take another look at that one later, but it didn't look good live. Luckily, no one got hurt.
Russell, and that's rebounded by Kuzma.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minute.
And a putback slam.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Nets have it.
Block up. Here you come.
And too much contact.
Just a tic-tac foul.
hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Has a look. Off the mark. Russell into the front court. Down a bundle. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, nice find for the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer's good. Not the greatest show of sportsmanship. An already contentious battle has now come to a close. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt.